What on earth was that squeaking noise? I know that jazz has no rules, but what on earth was that towards the end? I thought something was happening outside the room. Someone was grinding a knife or something. Anyways, well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking. Welcome to another Minecraft review that started off very strangely. Then again, hearing strange sounds is kind of par for the course with this particular series because we are back to have a look at My Passion. I know it hasn't been that long since the last review, but again, my plan is since Valentine's Day is in 2 days, and there's a Valentine's Day special, I have calculated so that since I won My Passion review every other day, and I would catch up. So that's why we just covered the Christmas special, and now we cover the video that came out on Valentine's Day, but isn't actually the Valentine's Day special. Like I said before, one thing that I can admire about the Foxy sisters is the fact that, you know, when they planned out to do holiday specials and they didn't get them out in time, they didn't just make one random plot point in one of the other episodes into something resembling the holiday special. They stuck to it, and and clearly whatever plan they had, it was all very much deliberate, even though the holiday specials have so far introduced the idea of the supernatural existing, and also the idea of Baby being more competent than the fire department. So you could argue their contributions have been either for the better, for the worse, or for the more confusing. But how does this continue? We're back to one of the regularly scheduled episodes. We'll see if the fame from saving 3 people from a burning building is going to extend to the school, or whether we're going to go back to Katie's pathetic plans for revenge, and you know, will they, won't they antics with antics, I suppose you could say. But before we get into that, let's welcome our guest, BB.
Hello. I will say I'm so excited for the day we finish this whole series because if you guys remember, I said this at the very beginning of us watching these. I was like, I'm going to compile all these episodes and make it a proper musical experience and see how well it holds up. And I'm so excited for the day we get to finish it because I really want to know how this holds up still as just a pure-blooded musical.
Yeah, so far my prediction is it's not going to hold that much water because it's the kind of musical, not like the Hamilton experience where most of it is told through songs. The songs tend to be spliced in between things. It's kind of like with the Music Freaks. There's a lot of plot that you miss out if you just go by the songs. You can sort of gleam at it. But, you know, maybe it will be better because there'll be less to complain about. So, so I guess we'll see in due time. We've got a long way to go before we get to reach that point. However, so I guess we should get to it then. Without further ado, on with the review. Oh, without further ado, let's invite KW.
Hey baby, wanna walk to school?
Not today, sugar. I'd rather walk alone today.
Oh, okay. Well,
I walk a
I'll see you at school then.
lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. That was less than 7 seconds, so please don't copyright me. I want the dough. Hi, KW. Oh, wow. Katie's on the roof now, jeez. It's like the T-shirt drama club. I've noticed they've been putting different scenes for the intro each time.
Good morning, Miss Baby.
What? Oh. Good morning. Let's just walk out. I guess good morning is the universal sign for step outside the class rather than idle chit-chat. Fair enough.
Is it?
It's Mr. Buff.
Okay, how did...
What?
Was he just hiding behind the walls and she was just like, I scent his presence. Mr. Tough, is that right? Reveal yourself!
Yes. Anyways, Mr. Buff told me what happened in gym class and that you weren't feeling yourself. And I myself can tell that you aren't feeling quite yourself either.
Okay, that's true. Admittedly, I have just rewatched the other episode. In the last episode, Katie took away her clothes, and she had to walk out in a towel to try and find them. She got the help of Sugar, etc., etc. I would argue that is, while still bad, not as bad as the experience you went through right after that on Christmas, with having to rescue 3 people from a burning building that has so far gone unaddressed. It's only been a few seconds. Maybe that's going to be brought up on top of what happened. I guess it is more their jurisdiction to talk about the gym class experience rather than the burning building. But as far as the duty of care goes, you think you at least ask if she's like coping well with that, or as well as one can in that situation.
So take your time. And if you need to talk to someone, you know where to find me.
Does this school have a guidance counselor?
I guess so.
I don't actually know if my drama school had a guidance counselor. I never inquired, so they probably did.
We had a counselor at elementary school that didn't really do much to help with the bullying and stuff like that.
Wait, hold on, KW. You said you've been to dance school, right? Did your dance school have a guidance counselor? Because that's more of a comparison.
No, the teachers are also like the counselors are as well, sort of, but
I see. I just had a terrible vision of someone in like with like a follow spot on them, like doing like leaps and twirls, and it's like, I sense you have been in some distress.
yeah, no. But like lately, the teachers right now are just like a little bit iffy right now because I have some family members who are still going to the same dance school. They're actually graduating this year from the dance school, and we're actually kind of all glad that they are graduating this year because some of the teachers are doing everything like that. It's a little bit like concerning right now for all of us.
I never heard the term graduation applied to teachers before. I guess that is accurate.
Well, like the students graduating.
Oh, okay. So they just don't have to cope with them anymore. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once you like.
I've only heard it applied to students and VTubers.
Yeah, like once students like turning 18 and graduating high school, you're done with the dance school.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Hey sis, what's up?
Rose, leave me alone.
Fine.
You're still here.
Hello, Miss
Katie? Rose, take your friends with you. Oh, wait, hang on. What are your names?
My name's Letty.
And my name's Yuki.
I can see your twins.
Yes.
And by see, I mean blatantly assume.
all the time. You're awesome.
Yeah, I know I'm awesome. Anyways, how would you like to do a little favor for me?
Sure, Miss Katie.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
She's like, Rose, get your friends out of here. Wait a minute. Impressionable children.
So,
I feel like something
Ooh.
bad's about to happen.
Rose.
She just looks towards the cameras, covers her mouth. Exploitation is my favorite hobby.
She does like the smile.
Big, made in my behind.
You mean baby. Shut up, Margaret. Let Katie speak.
I mean, she does have a point, but also, didn't Katie already get her revenge in the last episode? I know that I mentioned in the description she was going to keep trying, but it felt like a victory, honestly, from her perspective. Especially because no one actually, like, called her out in it, and Anthony doesn't know.
Thank you, Jennifer. At least you respect me.
Whatever, I'm gonna go get some to eat.
We respect Margaret for having autonomy in this group
Yeah.
dynamic.
Her name is Baby, and she has the ugliest pink hair. what I want
I love this idea. It's like, oh yeah, you mean baby? Shut up, Margaret. Anyways, her name is Baby.
you to do is follow her and get as much as information as you can about her. Since my two nitwit
As much as is information.
can't.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they'd be found out
Nitwit.
because Baby knows who they are.
Oh, I'm gonna go grab a drink.
What?
Even when she makes a decision for herself, just the exact same thing that Margaret did.
So, do you think you're up for the task? And make sure.
Man, that's some riveting political commentary, let me tell you.
Oh, what, the idea that even if you make your own decision, you're still following somebody else? I suppose, yeah.
Doesn't see you. It should be easy to find her. She just walked past here about 10 or 15 minutes ago.
Miss Katie.
She's doing her best to sound villainous.
Well, maybe you should learn to share.
Wow! Just wow!
This is the awesome sister that she's been talking about. Of course.
Whatever.
What was that face? What the?
Yeah, last episode they did facial expressions in drama class, and I guess that stuck. Which, now that I think about it, I guess this means that they have like that this school has like a child acting course, which honestly you don't see that much. I know they exist, but they're not frequently paired up with the with like the teen ones, which is fair.
You see.
Oh. So okay, I gotta say, so I didn't realize that I'm gonna have to break the rules of the stream again because I know that Aiden was planning to do Kolyogo Night again, so I invited both Aiden and Ghosty again so that we could use this room right afterwards, and I sent that link on before you two. So so we're gonna break the rules again. We're gonna bend the rules before you, Paul. Here you go.
I didn't know my name was Paul, but thanks.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've seen our all of our Starkid reviews. I know you've seen some of them.
Yeah, have you seen yeah, the one thing that I'm a part of that people actually enjoy on the Butter Bunch?
I mean, it's one of the only things that we actually do on the Butter Bunch as of recently. So
I've had a couple different like stints on the Butter Bunch where I try to do things and it just never goes well for views. And then we start doing Hatchet Field and everyone's like, "Oh, let me see this." Like, hey guys, surprise! The channel actually, the reason it has Bunch in the title is because there's more than Jacob. Believe it or not, guys.
I've told this story before, but somebody did a reaction to the first "What If Raditz and Nappa Turn Good" video on the Butter Bunch, and throughout that time, just kept on calling me a Butter Bunch throughout the video.
God.
It's like, you know what the word bunch means, right? Like, I get the confusion around like a channel like Treesicle, for example, because Treesicle is 4 people. But then the one spokesperson gets called Treesicle. I understand that. That's a common mistake. However, again, bunch is plural. I don't know. It's like if I said, "Oh yeah, here's the main character, Baby, voiced by Foxy sisters." It doesn't work.
And her neck is broken.
Just
Again with the very flowing camera.
see them.
I thought there was a giant micro spider at first, like from something lauded, but I didn't realize it's supposed to be like the kids.
Yep. So I guess they decided to crawl face first, dragging themselves on a wooden floor. They're probably covered in splinters right now.
You know, kids.
Pain, torture.
You know,
This is sort
kids
of-
don't usually care about splinters, you know? The younger they are, the more willing they're able to do stupid things like that for fun. Even though
Oh,
they
well-
will be hurt.
I think in my experience, kids care more once they get the splinters, more so than preventing the risk of getting splinters.
I'll tell you what, if there is any age range that like really just solidifies the saying committing to the bit, it's small children.
I suppose. I'm just saying, like, once the bit is already once the bit is already finalized, that's when you snap back to it. It's like, you know, if adult me gets that they got a splinter, I'm just like, oh, I got a splinter. Okay, let me just deal with that quickly. Child me got a splinter. Ah! You know.
That's very true.
Guess who's
Yeah.
back? Back again. Guess who's back? Tell a friend.
Bro, shark bait, more like bark bait. No, oh my goodness, that's what I need. I need like a snare drum button on here. I keep forgetting to like use the pads. Yeah, I haven't programmed the pad buttons on the audio interface.
I'm shattered into pieces.
I knew they were gonna sing. I just.
Yeah, there's no way that there's no way that there can be like a silent moment in this video without it preceding a song.
You know what else?
Yes.
I just
I
realized.
was-
You know what else would be funny? And this just occurred to me. If it works as a standalone musical, you know what I bet would happen? I bet you everything would be recontextualized because of what you don't see.
That's kind of what I'm almost implied before, but anyway, not
Oh,
the
I
pain
thought-
multitude again.
I thought you meant like you wouldn't understand it. See, what I'm thinking is maybe what will happen is it'll be completely understandable. It'll just end up being warped into a different story by accident.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Also, you're welcome, Bon, for the intimate outro. You only deserve the best.
I thought you said anime there for a second.
Yes, an anime central.
I want to edit an anime intro now to an Eminem song and see what happens.
Why does she do this? I don't know. I never wanted war.
She was so committed, like they're going full pace and suddenly closed door.
Full of scars and scratches.
Full of splinters. Oh look, the kids are still watching.
Hidden, but I still feel them pulling down like a heavy weight pulling down.
You know, this kind of reminds me of what's that show? It's the one where like there was like the main girl. She goes to get like a MI test or whatever for her brain to make sure she doesn't have the same condition as her father. And there was like an earthquake or whatever. And now, like, if someone has like a emotion or whatever, they just burst into song.
Oh, you mean Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist?
Yes!
Yeah, I've seen a bit of that actually.
Me too. It just kind of reminds me of that. I was like, I'm wondering, like, she's like singing in your head and everything, and pretending like she's, you know, walking around and everything, and then people are just staring at her like, should she be in class by now? Like, is she gonna be late?
Yeah, potentially. Although I will say a lot of the musical moments in Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist end up with the characters back in the exact same position they started in.
True.
Not always, but some of them.
Right.
I am shattered into pieces.
Yeah.
Feeling like a loser, giving up
you do this? I don't know. I never wanted.
Oh. Wait,
Well,
are we suddenly... is it gonna go into like? Is she gonna have a villain arc now? She's like, oh, Lois just like turns to the dark side.
I'd be okay with this.
right.
He's like Wicked now.
That's what happened. That's what happens in a lot of like Mean Girl based musicals, though. Like,
True.
I think like both Mean Girls and Heathers had that moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I said, Wicked as well technically has that. Yeah.
Where they start out good, then they become bad, and then they eventually become good again.
Make my life
What was that jump cut? Jeez.
but I was wrong.
I will say with this music video, it's it's a bit of a fun game to play like Spot the Children sometimes. But also, like, what on earth is this drum music now? Because suddenly we've slowed down. We're back into this rhythm. It's very legato, so it carries on like this, etc., etc. Then we have like
Yeah, this song is all around just like really not.
Yeah, I was expecting whenever the drums started, I was expecting it to like move from to like I'm sad about you doing this and I never won war to I don't want there to be war. But also I'm going to tear you but I'm going to tear you down if this is really what you're asking for.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. This isn't war, but here comes the war drums.
Yeah, that was the thing. It's like I fully expected this to like shift from denial to marching towards the fight.
They were inside before. Oh, okay. Bending the rules again. Aiden's here.
Oh my god!
Listen!
I didn't think this through. I'm saying bending the rules again Aiden, because like I set the link to you and Ghosty first because I've called the Yoko Night, and then both BB and KW asked to join, so I thought I got the days on. Then suddenly Ghosty and you both showed up. I was like, okay, I'm bending the rules today. That's what's happening.
This is the new Butter Bunch. We outed Shorty.
Yes! Yes!
Shorty missed too many meetings. Too many tasks.
And KW doesn't exist because you can't see her.
Shorty is the definition of kicked out due to inactivity.
Want to see my face?
Anyways, so what's happened in this episode?
I'll show my face.
Oh.
This is my face.
Oh man, you look scary.
Something I
You
care
look
about,
terrifying,
my favorite
man.
place.
Also, I thought I was the only angel here. How dare you?
Nah,
how dare
not even
you?
close.
Aren't you a vampire?
Well, okay. Technically, in the Butterverse, my self-sona is technically a vampire, like the actual version of me. But that's beside the point. Jacob's a therapist in that universe.
How is it, KW? How are you wearing your Sonic shirt again? It's like both times you've had a face review, you've had like the Sonic T-shirt on recently.
Listen, it looks really cool though. It's a really cool Sonic T-shirt.
I'm not saying it isn't cool. I'm just saying it's a huge coincidence.
Look at Sonic. You gotta go fast.
Dare I say it's way past cool.
Have you guys seen the Knuckles trailer? I'm hyped for that show.
Yes.
I am hyped for the Knuckles show on Paramount Plus. That's gonna come out. I think it's in March.
Oh yeah, another thing that I can't see because I'm not allowed to make an account on there.
Wait, what? Wait, you're not allowed to make a wait, what?
Yeah, Paramount Plus requires like a US zip code in order to like make an account, and I don't have that. So even with a VPN, there's no way I can connect to it and I can make a login.
Do I need to send you my zip code to protect you?
Well, I mean,
I just text you my zip code. Here's
Aiden,
my zip code if you want to put it in.
Aiden, it'd be much easier if you like sent like your login details, not the zip code, like username and password.
I don't know my
login.
login. I don't know my login to Paramount. I just let my dad sign in to my stuff.
Okay.
I don't
To
know.
the-
Man,
let's-
I cannot fathom it, man. I don't get it. That's like the same thing with people who are like, oh yeah, the only people that know my passwords are me and my parents. Why do your parents have your passwords? I don't.
Sometimes it's the case
okay.
that if you like make it,
Most
if you, like make
people
an
trust
account
their
before you're like
most
old
people
enough
have
to.
somewhat trustworthy parents, sort of.
There's also the idea of like having to use like a sometimes it's like paid subscriptions for something, so you need like a credit card before you're allowed to own one yourself potentially, or whatever thing you're signing up for is beyond your age rating, so you make an account first with your parents, then they give you that account afterwards. There can be a number of reasons why.
No one tells their truth about the age, so that's kind of not.
Sometimes
thing.
you need to post age verification, though.
Sometimes, but unless you're trying to access something like OnlyFans, it's probably not.
I used to have an EA account with my mum's name because I wanted to play Spore.
Like, to be honest, it could also be the case scenario of which your parents just need to get into your account for one reason or another, and a very not kosher reason that I'm not going to mention.
See, in that instance, I just log in for them.
Yeah. Okay, I would say it depends on your parents and the level of trust you have with them.
Right.
Or like
how much
phone
sensitive
or like
information
phone
you have in
unlock.
your stuff.
Like I don't know why you would give the phone unlock to anyone.
I mean, technically, phone. Well, I mean, I guess you could give it to a romantic partner, depending on to show how much trust you have in them.
Oh, also, in the past I was horrible at dealing with malware, so my dad would solve malware problems if I ever encountered any.
If you don't trust your partner that much that like you would need each other's passwords for that, then maybe just don't be romantic partners.
As in like a security measure, or like you share like accounts for stuff anyway, like a streaming service, for example. Plenty of people share their accounts with their romantic partners, and that's a common shared password. That's different to if you're going to date me, I require your phone digits. So I
require your social security number, all your documentations, like some pictures of your like passport, everything. I need all the documentation on you.
See, yeah, and that's weird though, because I see so many relationships that are like that, and it's like I don't. Why?
I mean, just because it's commonplace doesn't mean that it's a good thing. In that situation, no. But if it's just like, a shared account for a thing, then by all means, yeah.
Of course, part of it might just be because, like, whenever I was younger, right, we always had, like, computer school, and that was, like, one of those things they, like, drill into your head. Don't ever share your passwords. And it's like, all right.
Yeah, there is that as well. One thing that I got drilled in was, was be careful with stuff that can identify you online, which is why I didn't face reveal for 2 years. It's not because I was shy. I did not care.
and that's why you go by Jacob instead of your actual name.
Yes, because this account used to have my actual name on it.
I swear, I for the longest time I actually thought your real name was Jacob Butter. Unironically, I'm like, dang,
because it sounds like an actual name. It's the perfect cover.
Exactly.
That's because this is online. Yeah, I mean, I've shared my face before. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with sharing my first name, right, Chris?
I was gonna say, yeah. The only reason that you haven't shared your face right now is because your camera's faulty, I think.
Well, that and it takes a bit of effort to like put it on, and so
I mean, I don't feel like putting on my camera right now. I'm too lazy to fix it. I gotta fix it technically.
This is why I had to put like captions of the has-been video.
But I don't ever share like the town that I'm in or like my age or my last name or anything, because that's the sort of stuff that's like I'd rather not be found actually. Because here's the thing: if I lived in Dallas or something, I'd be fine just saying I live in Dallas. Now, if I say where I do live, you could knock door to door and find me. It is a small town.
You're just like, I live in this town on this street in this general area.
You don't need this street. You just need like 2 or 3 days of spare time. You'll find me eventually.
Who would?
Yeah, I toe the line with Walking Wednesday because
you just walk far away from your actual house. You're like, no one will find my house now.
Yeah, exactly. Or do I? I vary up the location on purpose. So even if I'm in a general area somewhere, people try to triangulate something, they're not going to discover like much of a pattern.
I'm
You're
far
just like,
away from my house, or am I?
Sorry, it's
Exactly.
Maybe I walked past my house during the street.
It's alright. It's someone eventually is gonna be like compiling it all like Minecraft chunks, trying to figure out what the puzzle is.
Oh
Where's the base at?
Oh, where does Jacob live? Well, you see, we triangulated it based off speed and how long the
Is
things
this
were.
kind of like Dreams video finding PewDiePie's server?
Yeah, it's like, okay, hold on. This terrain matches with
They
this
go to
terrain.
Google Maps and just look around.
The puzzle pieces, they fit. I found Jacob.
Finding Jacob, the mini movie.
Oh my goodness! If Pixar runs out of ideas for sequels.
And then the thumbnail is just them like next to Jacob, like hugging him or something.
I just like. Okay. Oh, looks like we're on that rooftop scene now. Except it wasn't
Ooh, is
Katie
someone
this
gonna
time, so it's
jump?
Baby.
Oh God, Aiden.
Oh.
We can't.
Why? Here, I got a auto tune.
Yeah. The auto tune is there because like the notes are that high, but that they also put through the auto tune filter, they sound like a doubly distorted. Because high notes are more difficult to make out when what a person's actually saying sometimes.
Okay, see, that's what I was wondering. Is it this staticky in the like source video?
I wouldn't call it staticky, but I would call it unintelligent.
No, it's Restream.
Very synthy.
It's Restream lately.
Well,
It likes to make
I do
videos
think Restream's
staticky.
distorting it slightly, but it's still very weird. What?
Stop walking on the roof. You
Girl, you're
fool.
gonna fall and die! I was joking about you jumping! Don't actually fall! God!
I
Alternatively,
would make a joke and say just because Jake came up here to sing does not mean that everyone has to, but this came up before Music Freak, so that doesn't really work.
Thanks, I'll make the joke. It's just, you know.
Yeah, Jake was the copycat in this situation. But Jake's roof had like rails so that people couldn't jump.
The school is like, too many kids have jumped off singing. We have to put rails.
I will say, alternatively, and this is
That's
something
why the
that,
music
like,
club needs a new singer.
I do think
They
there's
all fell
something
off the roof.
they probably won't do it because I've not seen them get too abstract with their cinematography, unfortunately, which is a shame because you can do things like that in musicals, but whatever. It'd be cool. It'd be cool if she like did jump off the roof, and you can.
And they thought she killed her.
It'd be cool if she like did jump off the roof, and you can see like the surroundings become like memories and stuff, and she's like falling through like the past or whatever, and by the end of it, she quite literally lands with her like resolution.
If this were a Gacha musical, if this were a Gacha musical, I would say, you know what, that's a fair idea. But that's sort of what happens to Adam in a Fallen Angels remake. You saw that he'd go full.
It was episode 2's opening for the remake.
Yeah, exactly. So that has worked in the past. The issue with Minecraft, of course, is falling speed and the fact that you would just see the character like flailing like this with arms and legs whilst falling the whole way through.
Well, there's things you can do in post, like
no, but like another element you have to take into account is like if you wanted to green screen her falling, for example, since Minecraft actually has a lighting engine, the shadows would mess up the green screen process unless you did full on like masking of her and masked it all out and cropped. But that would be really annoying, again, because lighting. Like, Gacha doesn't have that problem because, like, you can apply a gradient with a solid background and make it not a solid background. But at the same time, you don't... But you could also just be a solid background, no lighting, obviously, so it's a lot easier to green screen and key things out.
Yeah. Okay, sure. What you could also do, though, is... You could have it fall, right? You shift a little bit closer to like her point of view, even first person if you really want to, although I don't know how well that'd look. and you could see her like fall into a void, right? But in real Minecraft, what it is just like a tiny hole. So that way you have a boxed in area, so you can have a transition. So you have a completely like flat area without any color that you can add with the green screen, and then you can shift everything there, and there you have a solid transition.
Speaking of flat areas, I think this was filmed on a super flat server. I just realized with the background how it's rendered. It's usually quite well disguised.
I'm pretty sure it is on a super flat.
No, it is flat. Like everywhere is flat. They just put in trees and everything.
See, I don't like super flat worlds because you can't build underground. But
yeah, but at the same time, working on a super flat world is you don't have to like break as many blocks to like
Yeah,
I'd rather
less land.
You can also if you want just make a void around so you don't have like the rest of chunks to be like an actual film set. We should have done that for Drama Club. Honestly, it would have saved us a lot of issues with like the server crashing.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm just gonna bring this up before just about the falling idea for a musical and stuff like that. The Music Freaks did do that, but it was Drake falling through the sky in one of the music numbers, and with memories flashing by. That did happen, and technically, it was animated twice. Like, there's an original version when Rosie Closey first started animating, and then there's a version in one of the episodes. So when we eventually get to that part of the Music Freaks, I do think it would be interesting if we actually watched the episode, but ended the stream with watching the original animation to see how they differ.
Okay.
I mean, they're mostly the same blocking, but like some of the animation style different, and like I don't know. It's hard to describe, but yeah.
If she first started animating there, then I would hope.
Well, you'll have to let me know once we get to that part.
Yeah, well, the song is "Loved by Your Love," I think, or something like that.
Oh, I have heard of that song, so I'll be able to recognize it. But
yeah, that's the song.
When I
that
download the video in advance is what I'm saying. But anyway.
Yeah.
Kind of reminded me of the. Yes, that was what I was thinking exactly.
Stop walking back and forth on the ledge of the roof.
Yeah. Oh, now she's I guess on like a football or soccer field. Okay.
No,
yeah.
I love drums and I love strings because they can be used for so much, and then you use them for a thing that could be good for your character arc, but then you don't use them for your character arc. There's
Honestly,
such good musical tools. Use
honestly,
them right.
I think they're not really well placed. I don't think the drums and such should have been in this. I've mentioned that previously.
Well, I think that. Well, I mean, again, like I think this would be a good point.
It doesn't warrant it from this song necessarily. Somewhere else, maybe.
This is one of those songs though that I think they could do a key change, like whenever it started, and like have the character become more proactive and all that in her goals and stuff. And I think it could have been really good.
They actually did do a key change.
Yeah, and then they kept switching back to this though. I mean, like something that matters, not just switching back and forth. I want the writer to not be a coward. That's what I'm saying.
Also, by the way, I'm just gonna point out the girl's looking at the sun currently. She's gonna go blind.
That's fine.
She's just staring at the sun while singing. My eyes!
I do like the shot, however, because it is we don't see any we haven't seen like this particular angle at any other point, I don't think, in my passion so far.
Oh, now that you say that, see, that's another cool thing though. If they thought about that in advance, they could quite literally, because like her whole thing is like, because this whole song is about to talk about war and she's been bullied and all that for like a lot of this. They could totally have her look. She could totally have like looking at the sun, and then her actually going blind, and then it can have like then they can have like an overarching.
The overarching plot of her going blind because she's staring at the sun?
No, that's the going blind isn't the overarching plot. She's already blind. Anyways, she's blind. They can have like an overarching theme of like justice is blind or something. That'd be cool.
That would be in a more dramatic show, but we are talking about Minecraft high schoolers.
Sorry if I want my characters to have stakes.
The drama.
You're
My
setting the scene-
apologies if I
Wait.
want abstract
I got a
cinematography and
question.
symbolism in my
I got a question.
Minecraft
If Agatha
musicals.
were to stare at the sun, what would happen? Would it hurt her eyes more, or like would she
Hang
just
on, I'll be right
feel
back.
like burning in her eyes, or like would she just feel the sensation, not see it? What would happen?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a good question. I'm not entirely sure about the answer.
Like-
I think from like a guess would be that she would feel like the irritation, but not necessarily know what was causing it until she like remembers she's been told to look.
It's like, oh, I'm looking.
I could
My
be wrong.
head's
It could be just a
pointed
case of like
slightly
so much
in the
light
sky.
being reflected into human eyes normally that it's not perceived. That could be it. I'm not actually sure. I can hear Ghosty typing, so I'm gonna get an answer. Why is it like edging away like this? Like you.
What is it?
The one
Oh, wait,
shot
those
that
are
actually has an
strings.
excuse to be like that smooth, and you just make the most rigid like a
Use CMD cam.
Aiden?
They use CMD cam
Yes.
for most of these, or Blockbuster, one of the two. Either way, they have
yes,
a thing
go-
for that.
yes,
Just like every other
Ghosty.
shot is like that.
Aiden, to answer your question, is that the human eyes are moist enough to be able to withstand a lot of light entering your retinas. Looking directly at the sun, however, causes irritation because it's burning away the layer of moistness on the top of your eye that keeps it safe.
So she would feel it then.
That's why when you look at the sun, you feel irritation on your eye. Sometimes your face hurts.
Is she gonna go to war? Is she gonna kill someone? I
she
want
gonna be a
I want
villain?
murder. I want murder. No wait, villain arc. Villain arc. I need a villain arc now.
I'm pretty sure I said this at the beginning of this song.
Wait, we're going too high. We can see the layers of the super flat wall.
We can't even see her. Oh god, the super flat. No. You weren't supposed to see that. Okay, so here's the thing. In Minecraft
Oh, no.
roleplays as a whole, it's a general rule of thumb to like build the set you need and the set you need to film on, but also you need to make it like film magic where you can't see the seams. It's like going to actual film set and actually like seeing like panning out and seeing part of the like the camera or a light. Or that time a Starbucks cup got featured on freaking Game of Thrones.
Oh jeez.
I haven't
That
seen Game of
happened
Thrones.
once. It was a thing.
Yeah,
well.
specifically in high fantasy, breaking the film magic breaks your show.
Like do not like. There's a reason. You gotta be very precise. You cannot show the behind the scenes during the actual show because then it breaks immersion. I can't even. You can barely see her move.
Well, yeah,
Look,
because like by that point,
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be like a PC or something?
Yeah.
yeah, an open concept PC, I suppose.
Nah, it just has glass on the end. My PC's like that.
What? Oh.
Tell me.
This is
Oh my
this has been
God.
established. We've seen this setting before, like in episode 2 or 3. She was in this
Recording
room.
set.
She was
However,
in
we
this
did.
room
We also found out this room isn't soundproof, so people are gonna notice she's in here. And there's also no like midnight band playing "Too Cool for School" to drown her out. So everyone's gonna know.
I'm also going to say, the auto tune is being throttled right now.
Yeah, it's being throttled, I think, by Restream, but like still, it's the fact that oh god. No.
Since I'm hosting, I'm not getting that delay or static that everyone else is getting. But it's still a bit hard to tell what she's saying when she goes high pitched like before. But it's not necessarily the case that the auto tune is like jumping up that much.
The auto tune isn't jumping, but because her voice is so high pitched, it's hard to tell what she's saying because of the auto tune.
Something about
Exactly.
war.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah,
Which,
but
by the way, is a good
Restream
reason
isn't
to
helping
check
the
out-
quality.
Which, by the way, is a good reason to check out the video in the description after this review is finished.
She's singing so angry. She's like, rah!
Yeah, so this is what B was saying, you know? Someone's being more proactive now after, I mean, not directly after the key change, but it happened before.
Question, does she know her friends are behind her, stalking her? Or
Those are
bullies?
the bully's sister's friends that the bully decided to use to try to get like information on Baby to like
Wait, her name is Baby?
Oh
Yes.
my goodness, how many episodes of this have you actually watched?
I've seen like a few episodes. I forgot about that. Why is her name Baby?
Oh my goodness.
Baby shark.
I'm just reminded of that one episode of that
It
one.
gives me FNAF vibes. Oh, it's
Okay.
Circus Baby.
I just clicked over
Which
to
is
the original.
actual babies. That's a character, right?
I just clicked over. I just
But
clicked
she looks
over
more like
to-
Circus Baby.
I just clicked over to the original episode to give the audio a listen. Yeah, that
Yeah.
auto-tune is being throttled.
I see. Well then.
It is being throttled so hard.
Yeah. Also, by the way, this is terrible mic technique, by the way. You never sing it like away from the microphone.
Just like looking down as you're singing, like
No,
the
I know.
microphone's barely picking you up.
Yeah. Also, most microphones in recording booths are, you know, like this. They're adjustable, so you bring it to like where your mouth actually is, and they give you like a bit of a distance like that.
Yeah, I do actually know that because because I watch like behind the scenes on like music artists, stuff like that, like mainly K-pop. I actually watching a documentary about how like BTS came to be or whatever, and it
Fake
was
love. Fake love.
do not diss BTS. They actually helped me through tough times. Okay, I
Not
will fight you.
BTS by singing their songs.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Anyways.
Okay, the reason he brought up that song is because that song
It played so much.
Yeah, during like a very like dramatic scene of taming the bad boy, and it completely kills the vibe.
Fake love, fake love. Like what? This doesn't like honestly. Like looking back at like a lot of older Gotcha videos, especially, they would just insert like random BTS songs, and just random K-pop songs in general. Or
I've
any
mentioned
pop
this
song
before,
that
that's-
doesn't make sense with the song. It's like. This is a dramatic scene about a child about a mom abandoning her child, and we're getting fall into the dark side. Fall into the dark side. Like,
I think the only person that got away with that back then was Pineapple Party Gotcha.
Anyways, like they would be like kind of like super close or like the mics or whatever they use in the recording studio and everything, so they can get like the vocals that they need for like their songs or whatever. And it was interesting how like because
What we just witnessed was KW trying to autocorrect a lot mid-sentence and seeing if it's accurate or not.
well, at least she wasn't trying to auto-tune mid-sentence.
And they were checking vocals.
So
Checking
out
out the vocals with auto-tune.
God, you sound like a Trolls character.
I have no idea what that sounds like. I can't hear myself, but there's an auto-tune button on the pad. I just thought I'd try it out.
Well, it's pretty consistently good for the first half, and then it just kind of nosedives into like random noises at the last half.
That's because I like deliberately start like going down because it goes like by a key, so it's supposed to like make you stay inside a key if you're recording a song, but I just didn't use it for that purpose.
Well, by the point you started going down, it sounded more like
it disappeared.
I wonder if I can do like a.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. KW is saying of course because Aiden said BRB to eat foods. All right.
I'm eating food while watching because I'm not a coward.
Yeah, what is this? Critical Role?
It's Thursday night.
See, I told you, it's
Oh
super
my
loud as well.
God.
That's the worst soundproofing ever. Who designed this building?
Eating it.
I'm going to sing at the floor.
It has very good acoustics.
Alright, boys. Incognito mode.
Incognito mode.
oh.
I'm changing my accent. Why does everyone... Does no one figure out about splinters?
Um,
It was like by the stairs as well. I think it was like...
You would think
that was
they'd start
some
wearing
horse-
gloves at a certain point.
You think they would button their shirts up so they don't have get wood scraping on their bare chests and
That's okay.
stomachs.
Hey, soon enough they'll look like Aaron, and everyone's gonna call them cool.
One of them already looks like Aaron, so yeah, that's fair.
Just so long as they don't say how they got those scars, you know, then they'll be cool.
You want to know how I got these scars? I was
No,
floors. I
I gotta
crawl
admit-
on floors, and the floor's made of wood, you see.
Okay, that is not a bad impression. Honestly, I have to say that it was a good
Thanks,
Joker
so you haven't
impression.
seen the movie.
Guys, I hate Ledger as a Joker. It's a really good Joker.
Let's be honest, I have some experience imitating clowns. You wanna know how I got my start? Gideon punched me in the butt.
Did you just take some of Joker's laughing gas?
They don't call me Chuckles for nothing.
Chuckles go. No one likes you. Have you met Pennywise?
Oh, I've met Pennywise before.
Hiya, Georgie.
He offers some great tips on real estate. Not that I can use that because I'm dead. I offered him a place in the Honk Legion. He said he
We
could
all
do it.
float down here, Georgie.
We all float in the Honk Legion.
After choking on a french fry for 2 straight minutes, my body is just rejecting. Jacob, you caused this.
Your body's not
No,
rejecting the french
please,
fry. What's
always
happening is
do
someone out there is trying
more.
to exercise you.
Exercise the what out of me? I'm already ghost.
A possessed ghost. I don't know. Can ghosts get possessed?
I don't know, actually. I never heard of that.
Ghosts
Is-
are
Not
not
that
good.
I know of.
That'd be
I
such a
mean-
cool concept. What does it look like for a ghost to be possessed?
By a
I
human.
mean,
Ghost
demons can like scare off spirits and stuff to like manipulate people to think that the spirits are still around and everything. Like, but that's not really possession. So
So the spirits can manipulate people to think that they're still around, but they're not around to do the manipulating.
something like that.
Man, that makes no sense, KW. What are you talking about?
Okay. Okay.
What are
They can-
you
they can
yapping
do it-
on?
They can do it long
Okay.
distance. It's long distance. You
Okay. Right. Okay.
It's-
So let's say this
telepathy.
is a spirit. This is a spirit. This is a demon. Demon
Hang on,
goes
here we go.
roar, roar. And goes it's like ah.
I gotta tell you,
Okay.
from what I hear, that's
So-
not quite how demons act. But yeah,
Okay.
And then
And
And
then
then-
what?
And then, since I'm a parent singer, I didn't know that happened. I'll be like, "Is there any sign that a spirit is here?" And the demon's like, "Hee, I'm gonna pretend to be the spirit, and manipulate you all."
Oh, so a supernatural being pretends to be a different supernatural being, and that's the manipulation. Okay. I suppose.
hey,
Someone
that's
could just,
me.
like-
I'm your ghost friend named Johnny. You mind shaking a hand real quick?
that kind of sounds like just like there's like someone pranking someone. Like it's like, ooh, look at me. I'm Winifred Buttercore. I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't know that I've ever heard of demons acting that way. But
Not that I've looked into this, but yeah.
yeah, I don't know they've ever acted that way in either theology or anecdotally.
Look at me, I'm totally klutzy now. That's who you were talking to this whole time, not Chuckles.
Yeah, just awkwardly crawl around, guys. Let's just, yeah, come on. What are you? What?
They have to
What's
wait
happening?
in line. They have to wait in line. It's they have to have like the front person's turn to be sneaky. Oh, they're just gonna pass that one down, I guess.
Pass it down the line. It's hot potato.
Be quiet, guys.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Oh, great, we scared it off.
Ah, yes,
It's
it.
not an animal.
You scared what
Zach
off?
is.
It.
Apparently,
you see.
baby.
Yes.
We
Well,
spooked
the
the
mysterious singer was scared off by a singular fart over the top of loud music that was no longer
Hey man,
playing
I
because
too.
the session wasn't finished.
I don't know, man. I start hearing noises from football kids' butts. I start running too. It's terrifying. Truth be told, really. I mean,
Assuming, of course, the fart comes from a football kid, and that they are indeed football kids. I don't think that's ER, but yeah.
Hey, I had a big breakfast. Will you guys stuff it already?
I did stuff it. That was the problem.
no, I just finished letting it out. What are you talking about? Why would I put it back in?
She may not have been
Just let
healthy,
it out. Let it out. Let it out.
but it sure looks like there was one in here.
You find anything interesting, Travis?
Interesting, Travis.
Looks like he did.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we can catch her next time she's in here.
The next time.
Well,
Or
I mean,
maybe you guys can just, I don't know.
the person's come back before, so I guess.
Hey, sweetie, I'm gonna close your door.
I don't know why they're
Okay.
so interested, though.
Man, it is so weird hearing Southern in the background of your end, because you are just not very Southern. I hear, "All right, I'm gonna go close your door, honey."
That's kind of what I think of, like, everyone's parents in the Butter Bunch except mine.
My
It's the
parents are
same-
not that Southern.
And I mean, it's like the same effect. The contrast is noticeable, at least.
I don't know, but there's a contrast between the way me and my parents speak, and I'm not sure where it came from.
It's the same
I've
thing
heard
with
Aiden's parents speak more times than I want to count, and yeah, there's also a
Yeah.
contrast. That's the most
Yeah.
noticeable one.
Shorty's.
Probably because we were raised by the internet.
That's fair. That is fair, because before there was a much smaller range of accents for you to adapt to, but now because everyone's being raised with the internet, their minds are, who knows what their minds are grasping.
I mean, for
Imagine if there's one person who just like grows up on one specific YouTuber, and then just like starts speaking like them. Like say it's Tommy.
oh my god, no. Okay, when I watch like Seven Lonos or Episode Squid, and when you go and say garage, I would for a while, for like a few months, I would keep saying garage because I
Is that
forget.
a good burger down there, Short Ghosty?
Remember, she's not a coward. She eats on stream. That's
Is that tasty down there? I just
firmly established
I just
earlier.
see ghosties slowly lower their head and just go oh, and just raise it back up as if nothing just happened. How big is that burger, by the way? That looks such a long burger.
Torbeck is embarrassed.
Where did you get this thing? Why is it so long?
America. They're not that big over here, that's all I can say. It's like the one thing my family kept on pointing out when they visited us in the US. When we still live there.
Don't just go back down for another bite. Answer the question. I don't what
I dare you take a third bite without answering.
on, Ghosty. You were waiting.
This is why I give a maximum of 2 guests, by the way, normally. This is exactly the reason this happens.
What? Ghosty eats a comically large burger mid-stream?
No, we waste time on useless nonsense like this. And we're more
What do you
likely
mean
to do
useless?
so.
The world needs answers.
I got it from Burger King.
There we go.
Oh.
I took a
Cool.
bite and then I was choking on that bite for a whole 2 minutes. Well, BB was trying to prompt me to talk about where I got the burger.
Mm-hmm.
Whoppers normally come this size. What are you on about?
It's been a while. I've
Maybe they just keep giving you the kids' meal.
Well, I mean, I definitely don't eat Burger King right this second, given, you know, the genocide. But also, it's been a while in general since I've ate Burger King, to be honest. Just because we don't have like a Burger King like right next door. The closest to us is like Sonic. So if I really want to get like cheap fast food, it's gonna be Sonic.
Well, I guess when you talk about something fast, it's gotta be Sonic, right?
It's very on brand, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look, she left her everything in here. How convenient.
Like, I will say, there is a song coming up that isn't auto-tuned.
Oh, good.
Oh. I think that's the first time.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Have you seen this whole series? Wait.
No. I think Ghosty just like watched ahead a bit.
Yeah, I did.
Katie!
Mostly because I want
Wait,
to
did they get to sing the song? They get like a status report, and then they do a twin duet. That'd be amazing.
Oh my
that would
god.
be amazing, but unfortunately we don't get that.
Oh, and you know how like that like thing where the like twins will like bob up and down for like music and everything, and just like I like the idea of like one of them doing like
An
that
accordion
like,
starts playing.
Yeah, that's it. They just like take turns going up and down singing their lyrics.
Go on.
Baby has a great singing voice.
I already
That's it. That's all.
knew that.
You know, Baby did say that she can dance, she can sing, she can. Did you know she can even dispense ice cream from her stomach hatch?
She can have her hair
She can
change
just
at
scoop
will.
you.
She can have her hair change at will, and also, well, not at will, on Halloween specifically, and also save 3 people from burning buildings, and never have that brought up once since it like happens.
Wait, what?
Well, okay, the hair was brought up because she mentioned it to her mum, who like avoid the subject because apparently their grandmother is a witch. And that's for some reason not a good thing to tell them. I don't know why, but there you go.
Wait, that's real in this universe? I thought we were just in a normal universe.
Oh,
Well,
you missed the Halloween special.
Witches are arguably real in this universe as
You
well.
know-
But anyways, no, I will say that's a thing in that's a common thing though, especially for like people that don't know what a witch actually is. And their most knowledge is based off the Salem witch trials and a random Halloween movie they watched in the 80s.
Wouldn't you think that the mum who's her own mum would be the witch in this situation? I think she would know what a witch is in this situation.
Well, I don't know, because like for instance, we used to have these neighbors. Like, the neighbors kind of sucked, but that's besides the point. We had these neighbors, and the grandpa or uncle or whatever told like the kid, you know, witches are gonna come for you, or whatever. And it's like, that's whatever, it's bull, but who cares? And my mom was relaying the story, and apparently they'd like console the kid or whatever because the kid was scared because she was like super young, and and I was like, well, I mean, why don't you just actually educate the kid?
None of this contradicts the idea that somebody whose own mother is a witch should know what a witch is.
Anyway, so I was like, well, why don't you just like actually educate the kid? To which my mom has
You
a
just wanted
very
to tell the
similar
story, didn't you?
has a very similar response, and she's like, well, you don't want her to become a Satan worshiper. It's like, that's not what that is.
Yeah, no, they're very different things. Listen,
Like,
listen. Not everyone who howls at
There's
the
also a
moon,
difference between
at
like
the
learning
moon
what
is
something
the
is
same.
and wishing to join said thing.
like, there's also like the fact that the Church of Satan is actually pretty chill.
Yeah, well,
That's a whole other subject.
Yeah, to be fair, they did actually just name it that just to offend people.
Yeah, just to spite people. Yes, when people talk about like actual devil worshippers, they're not referring to that specific church most of the time. Sometimes maybe they are, but because they don't know the difference. Anyway, the point is that someone who has witches in the family would be more likely to know, especially being raised by one, what one is, and therefore, it's not like they have to educate themselves in that situation.
the point I was bringing up was the fact that, to my knowledge, out of all the stuff I've seen for the series so far, nothing has indicated any form of mystical presence or anything.
That's because you missed the Halloween special.
Okay, just because in your 4th episode you have a Halloween special where it's like, and the supernatural is just a thing that exists in this universe. That doesn't make it that well integrated into the universe.
This excuse,
even Aphmau is technically, the supernatural was always in my street because we had Mifla and stuff. But in this universe, we haven't really had anything that would lead you to assume that there's anything potentially supernatural or something that isn't readily available in our world.
We actually have had that. I just mentioned the Halloween special. And either way, the point is that it happened to the main character. It happened to the main character, and it hasn't been brought up since that one conversation. It hasn't seemed to have affected her nearly as much as being embarrassed by a bully at school. That's why I made that long description for today. There was going to be the issue that hopefully will be tackled in this episode, but doesn't seem to have been. And also the burning building on top of that, because the Christmas special also jumped the shark in that regard.
I mean, I'm saying if it was going to be a part of the story in any way, the fact that it only got brought up in the Halloween special, which was
I see we did,
decently into the series, you know, it's like, it feels very weird now, where like the creator was suddenly like, you know what, I want to add into this series magic and witches.
Well, Aiden, you're right. The reason I'm trying to move on is because I already brought that up in the actual Halloween episode itself.
Rather than it being an intentional choice from the beginning.
I will say, this excuse doesn't work quite as well because it's meant to be like a coherent overall story. But I will say it's not uncommon for specials to just throw around random things. Like SpongeBob, for instance, had like the Christmas episodes.
Oh, and yes, like paragon of continuity, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, and one day they just had a Christmas episode, and it behaved with the basic SpongeBob rules that they usually have, you know, the few that they have. And then at the tail end, it's revealed, hey, live action Santa Claus really does exist, and Squidward did his bidding. Oh, starts swinging his hat around and just never shows up again. Well, I said that he does, but in
live
different
action
forms.
Jesus was a figurehead.
But like, he didn't usually show up. Like, it was never really explained. He was just kind of there.
You know that theory that that SpongeBob is a TV show filmed by marine biologists in this area where like fish developed intelligent life because of a nuclear disaster. You know that conspiracy theory. Yeah. Does that mean that the biologists also taught them about Jesus, so they knew what Christmas was supposed to be? They tried to use religion to these marine life, and then observed how they reacted.
I mean, you know, well, no, they had to have had a sense of religion because they have like both King Poseidon and King Neptune, depending on the continuity you follow.
Well, yeah, so they have their religions, but as far as we're concerned, you know, live action Jesus has nothing to do with the rest of it. It must have come from an external source. Rather than being, yeah.
Okay, so let's get back to the evil queen over here, Miss Regina George.
See, now you know how I feel, Aiden. So I try to move on from a subject I brought up 2 episodes ago.
And Anthony likes her voice. What?
I don't.
He's the only one.
He is the only one.
Like the other Midnight people who also stalk the mysterious singer.
No, it's her.
He likes singing, eh? I have an idea, but first...
How does she
sounds
not
like
know
m-
what he likes? She's had a crush on this guy, doesn't even know what his interests are. Wow.
That feels like
Get
it's getting
together.
ready for a joke at some point.
To
Like-
be honest, there is a song coming up that will like spotlight her relationship with him, and it is hilarious.
Okay.
Oh boy, here we go.
Have you guys ever heard the song "Santa's gonna Grandpa's gonna sue the pants off Santa"?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's not
Yeah,
what we're talking
I know.
about
That's
right
why I
now.
bring that
Let's
up
move
because I
on.
remember the
No,
Grandpa's gonna pull.
We're about to get to the only good song in this series, please.
All I know of is Grandma got
enough.
ran over by a reindeer.
Which is where that song originated from, by the way.
Well,
for
in the
it-
TV special, technically.
Yeah, the Grandma Got Ride by Reindeer movie includes Grandpa's Gonna Sue the Pants Off of Santa as a song. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
yeah, listen to this.
How are you gonna find him?
Other than trying to speak in unison, but they just did not coordinate that with the voice actors in any way. If you're gonna do that cliche, actually direct them to sound like they're next to each other. My goodness.
I think I'm too late. With nothing in my brain. That's what people say. That's what people say.
Shut up, so we can
Oh,
get to
Vicky, you're so fine. You're so fine. You know my name.
Hey, Megan!
There's so many songs that have that similar beat. Admittedly, instrumentally, it's different to the others we've had so far in the series. For good reason. Oh, we're still playing Spot the Children, apparently. Good to know.
1, 2, 3, they got their eyes on me.
What the face?
Better hide real quick. 7, 8, 9, I'm looking real fine.
Okay.
You can't run away from me.
Do we need to talk about consent with you, girl? Just saying. I will talk. We will have to talk of the consents.
This character is basically Ivy, so yeah, probably.
Pay attention to me.
Pay attention to me.
Pay attention to me.
Oh my god.
Admittedly, like vocally, this still sounds like it's being like held back, and also the music is way too loud for the vocals. It should have been audio balance, but it is definitely a much needed improvement over everything else so far.
I also like this moment right here. It's just her chasing him around.
Yeah. Admittedly, this does feel like Scooby Doo.
3, 2, 1, it's time to have some fun.
Oh.
Oh, still Spot the Children. Yeah.
He's getting away.
Okay, I like that of like counting
Oh.
up first and then counting back down in the second verse. That is a nice one. He sees you. You've been caught. Well done.
Oh my
Why
god, it's carrying away.
Why is only while the twins singing? Did the actor just not do voice like the other twin not want to sing?
The actor couldn't sing, so they're like, nope. Oh.
Well, not being able to sing is not an excuse in this series. They'll auto-tune you until they force the notes out of you. I think it's more of a case of being uncomfortable with singing on camera or something. Look, it says help in the back. Nope, sorry, the camera's positioned too far away. Your plea for assistance has fallen on deaf ears due to the horrendous cinematography of this series.
You are lost to Easter egg status.
Yeah. Yeah, much like episode 2 of iCarly, where you see like the different signs people are holding up to try and advertise things. That water fountain is creating the most bizarre of illusions. I'm reminded of the walls of the water walls in Mario 63 that just like exist because water. You could just like plaster that onto the frame, and that was how they did it. Anyway.
This might be too loud, but at least it's not auto-tuned to heck.
Yeah.
Pay attention to me.
Oh my god, she's on the TV screen, so no!
Wow, she can, I guess, there's hacking
What
powers
is
now.
insane?
Whoa, hold on, I need to go back for a second. I think I just caught something. Let's,
What?
hold on. Yeah, this is to say pay attention to me, like, multiple times again. Okay, so look at the image on the screen.
It slides off the screen.
Ooh.
You had
When
one
you
job.
seen-
Keep a static shot for once in your life, editor of this video. Oh.
Oh, like how you could see like the blank, like screen underneath the footage.
Attention to the school. It is I, Katie. You see, I have hacked your computer screens, and I have maintained this position, and
It is I, Katy Perry. I've come
you will
to take
provide
over
me
the world.
with Anthony of the Midnight Squad, whatever they're called. You will also provide a stable webcam.
Wow.
And preferably 4K.
At the very least 1080p, because that's what Restream can like support.
We are. Trust you. Trust you. God dang it.
He's running away from the camera.
I would run away.
Lakitu's going crazy.
Ah, it's Travis. It's actually Travis.
We
Hey,
know.
we-
We know.
Ages ago. My goodness.
Oh.
I already made that joke.
Dude, what?
Yeah. By the way, there's an actual character in this who speaks with Japanese honorifics to people and speaks in third person. Her name is
Just
Mimi.
like Hawaii-chan.
Yes, except for the fact that it's literally me. So they refer to themselves as Mimi. One step away from saying Mimi-chan all the time, which doesn't actually happen. Missed opportunity. That's why I tried to get Shorty into one of these videos, because that was the video after I knew a character called Mimi was present. And they haven't shown up again, so never mind.
What's up?
Also, Aiden, I
Yeah,
slid
you
something
haven't
funny
been
into your
yourself today.
DMs.
Welcome, Josh.
It's Katie. She won't stop following me and singing.
She keeps screaming, pay attention to me in song. It's weird.
She keeps pausing the off-screen boombox and starting it again where the song left off to continue to make her musical montage.
And guys, you won't believe this, but you know the smartboard we have next to for like assemblies? I swear, as soon as I thought I got away, I saw her face right there on that smartboard. You have no idea.
Like, live streaming on that board somehow. She hijacked the system.
And then I saw her face. I'm filing a lawsuit.
That's really strange.
That's a good point, actually. So if you get a restraining order on someone and they broadcast a stream onto like a smartboard or something right next to you, does that count as a breach of the restraining order?
I mean,
idea.
if they purposely do it in a way, maybe it could count as harassment, or depending on the clause in the restraining order, like no contact whatsoever. Like technically you're not making contact, but like you're basically making contact at that point. It's like, here's my face. Like, no.
I'm talking like opening, like stream, like casting like a video call on there, and it's like, hey, how are you? I'm over 15 feet away from you. How are you doing?
Kinda creepy.
Kinda creepy? Kind of.
He has a high threshold for being creepy because they tried to.
Of course, you can see her behind him over there.
Yeah.
God, girl, stop it! And I saw your face. You are terrible friends. You're not even helping.
You missed the perfect opportunity to just have her like start chasing after him and still singing, and and have it like slowly fade out as they get further away.
That's exactly what Verbal Ace thought when he saw this several years ago.
Oh my god. I'm falling for you, and it feels like home. Whoa.
Is that what that song is like? I've never heard the song
Actually,
before.
the song is actually really good that he stole for that music video. It's actually a really good song. But yeah, the music video was
right.
What's wrong, baby girl?
Hey,
Just
baby
the
girl,
past
how
2
you doing?
days have been the worst.
Yeah, this girl keeps singing. Pay attention to me, to my crush. It's weird.
Also, she says the past 2 days have been the worst. Nothing happened to her today. I mean, yes, she was moping and she was depressed, but nothing
off-screen
made
bullying?
anything worse.
Off-screen bullying? Question mark.
But Katie was busy the whole day stalking Anthony. So
after in between each song break, she's just like, okay, I just be right back. Hey nerd, you suck. I came back. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me.
1 second.
Oh man, you doing like bad notes on that kind of like make me think of like an alternate world where it's like a guitar like instrumental. Oh, that'd be so sick.
I mean, the thing is that most of these other songs so far have been guitar instrumentals, so it is. I appreciate the variety.
I'm talking like electrical guitar though.
I guess we've also heard that. To be fair,
No.
Like have a straight up just
Anthony's. I was gonna say that's what Anthony played, but I remember he's the singer.
I'd rather not.
Which also probably means that Katie should have known that he likes singing because he was the main singer in the Midnight Band.
Okay, I'm here if you need.
The mom sounds so dead.
Yeah, I try to not like bag on the mum voice actor because it is like the actual mum of the main Foxy sisters of the channel.
Oh.
So yeah, so just like, you know what, you get a pass.
She's just not interested at all in what her kids are doing.
Well, I mean, she's interested enough to, you know, support them and actually, you know, do her best. But again, you can see why in this case she might not be as well trained as some of the other people should have been and are not.
Thanks, Mom.
She just zoomed up the stairs.
Time to get into my PJs.
She just smacking the dresser with her like fish dog.
Time to get into my PJs and talk to no one about this.
And being so monotone because all my days suck.
Oh no, where is it?
Oh no, where is it?
It's not here. Think.
I think she's looking for a guitar, like the guitar her dad
Think.
gave her.
Where did I have it lost?
Where did I have it lost?
My headspace is not the best at the moment.
Yeah, oh, we know that. Why are you saying, "Oh man"?
She's saying that to herself.
In what world does any script writer say that is a good idea to put in words? Oh
Let
no,
alone
my
for a
mental
character
health is
talking to
really bad right now.
themselves.
Oh no, I'm so sad.
I know
Oh no, I'm depressed.
It was that booth again. Oh no, I've lost it. I've lost my songs. I've lost Dad's song he wrote for me.
Ah, right. So it was like the book we found in the booth, not the guitar. The guitar's gone too, though.
Sis, what's wrong? My songbook is gone.
Is she meant to be crying right now?
Yes.
Yeah, or at least like getting to that point. She's like starting to well up.
This could have taken
By the
a
way,
couple extra takes.
By the way, this is like the first time that these sisters have been like compassionate to each other. Even in the Christmas episode, they weren't really like that connected. And every time it's like, you know, been like annoy each other. So it's a nice thing to know that they have that side to each other and they actually can portray, you know, realistically siblings will support each other when they're going through something, especially if they know that something is like exceptionally important, like a songbook containing a song that their deceased father wrote for one of them.
Allegedly deceased father.
Allegedly. How many spoilers do you have, Ghosty?
No,
Ghosty
okay,
has
no.
watched the entire series.
In stories like this,
Yes, in stories like this,
sometimes there's
because
a quote unquote dead parent, and then like a season later, it'll be like, "I'm back. I never actually
don't think we
died.
have another
Something
season.
horrific happened, or your mom didn't want me to see you." Again,
Okay, but
that does happen in these kind of stories.
I don't think that would fit in this particular story, unless like the grandmother revives her own son-in-law off screen, but with like witch powers. I don't know.
Man, that reminds me a lot of like
resurrection magic is very hard, but okay.
that reminds me a lot of like the
However-
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air arc where like where like Will Smith's biological dad shows up and then he finds out, wow, you really are just a terrible parent. And it's like one of the big emotional episodes of the sitcom. And that was a pretty solid arc.
Also, Jacob, you gotta remember, at the end of the Christmas episode, there was a hooded, obscured figure leaving 2 presents at the doorstep.
I thought that was Ant. I thought that was Anthony because he lives next door. But I guess that makes sense why there's a second present. Yeah. Oh god.
Because of the Christmas episode, it's thrown my whole idea of the continuity of this show out of whack. The father might not be dead.
Oh,
that's the episode where they address the father for the first time. Wow. Okay.
What's
with that face?
Yeah. Like a scrunt. I don't know.
Yes, sis. Play a song.
Man, that is comedically bad line delivery. I thought the lack of crying was bad, and then I just get like child TV show type line delivery. Here, sis, play a song.
It's not just that; it's the timing as well. She's just like, okay,
and then she just throws the guitar.
I'm here to support you. It's all okay. All right, you can talk to me. By the way, play a song.
Right? There's like no grace even like tossing the thing. She just like throws it.
She tossed a full guitar at her as well. That's like there's 3 layers of absurdity to that: the timing, the delivery, and the execution.
Jacob, you want to know what would have made?
How did that pass?
Jacob, you want to know what would have made sense here instead of her like throwing baby's guitar at the sister throwing baby's guitar at her?
Her just like showing it in her inventory and like asking a little bit like more like solemnly, like a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or baby just like walking over to wherever the guitar is displayed and being like, "Yeah, I'll play you a song. I guess it'll make me feel better."
That's one of the best moments in this series so far for all the
Yes,
wrong
sis,
reasons.
play a song.
Think fast.
Man,
God,
what
it gives me vibes like the time of Toph. Sokka just drops a belt on Toph's head.
Well, okay, I mean, Toph shows affection by punching, so she can take what she dishes. It's okay. She was holding. Oh wow!
Oh my god! It's back! No!
I was gonna say something else, but I'm gonna save that for later. What is the timing of this?
I didn't even know this song was still going.
It shouldn't be. When have you ever seen like a non-musical interlude with a different character in the middle of someone else's song? I think it's just because like she's still keeping this up as if this is gonna work, and that's the idea. But,
yes, harass him with
the
music.
timing
I'm sure he'll fall in love with head over heels with you.
I'm sure he will catch feelings for you magically.
Yeah,
Also,
like every time.
Aiden, I've popped something in our DMs again.
Okay, go into the DMs.
Hey, bro.
Oh my god! You should make that into an actual meme. Like you should when it actually you should make that into a meme eventually.
Can we just have like the overly attached girlfriend, but with like Katie's face over the top? Oh no, other way around. Other way around. Katie with the overly attached girlfriend's face. That's the way. Yeah.
I think she's looking for you.
You think?
Is she your girlfriend?
No! She's crazy!
What
I think
disturbing
it's
line
like
delivery.
smacking his face in the wall. By the way, was it if everyone's walls and just like being like one solid color, but also with like random like one piece decorations?
Am I the only one who thinks that line delivery came off a little bit creepy?
I don't know.
Nah, it was just a bit more monotone.
All of the line deliveries.
I'll
in this, like,
continue to bang my head on the wall silently.
I will bash my brains out into the wall if you don't leave.
But I will make sure you don't hear it. My walls have better soundproofing than the professional recording studio at my school that I've auditioned for.
I've had enough. Katie, get out of here!
Just broke your own door. What?
Did you just, man? If we were doubting the AFNOW parallels before.
Well, I mean,
oh no, we've mentioned that. I mentioned that at some point.
Before I call the cops.
Just like I will call the police. I'm calling the police.
I can't hear what she's saying.
Oh, no.
See you at school.
See you at school?
Yeah, something about love she mentioned as
I'll
well.
see you later, my love.
finally,
See you at
peace and
school.
quiet.
Yeah. By the way, where's the music like being played from? Because it vanished with her.
I like to imagine it's like 90s
She has an
kids like just
actual
bringing around like a jukebox and like on their shoulder.
Oh, I think that was the Walkman. I think that was
Yeah.
yeah, the thing that Sissy used that one time.
I'm a little bit too close to your face, man. I need you to step away, all right? I got personal boundaries, all right, pal?
Hey, at least there's a close-up once in this video. Okay, everyone's always been filmed from the distance.
I'm pretty sure it was an accidental close-up.
Listen, dude, we can
I'll
see
take
all
it.
of your paws.
Maybe I should give this back.
You think?
Wait, you stole? Oh,
But I mean,
see that
supposedly you don't know who it belongs to, even though it probably has a name on it, so you probably figured out who the mystery
If
voice is.
if it's a personal songwriting book or journal or anything along those lines, of course, I'm sure there's gonna be some indication of who owns it.
Also, does
Yeah.
he have his guitar hanging on the wall?
Either that was a painted guitar as part of the wallpaper that doesn't extend to the other side of the room.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's a guitar hanging on his wall because the bits are popping out.
Song or two.
So are the music notes, might I add. Music notes also popping out.
Maybe they're like hanging. You know, that's what they're doing. They're hanging.
They'll be stuck with like adhesives or something.
Don't take pictures of someone else's shit.
I think the idea is maybe like to put it on, to like say on social media, anyone own this?
I'll have a shout.
Oh yes! Hey, here are a bunch of songs. Did anyone own these?
Oh, I just noticed one of the music note decorations, quote unquote, is leaking
It's on the
onto the window.
Oh, it's on the window. Oh no!
Wait, go see now. I can't unsee it. It's bothering me. I just want to rip it out and just throw it.
Doesn't bother me, doesn't bother me. It bothers me, it bothers me a lot. And that one's still green.
I don't need it.
I don't need it.
I
need it.
I need it.
Ah, yes, back to miscolored mushrooms.
Her room is so pink. Like it's such a bright pink. Like dang.
Yep.
You think it would be
As her arm fades into her fence.
Where are my socks?
Look, guys, can I make a really horrible pun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why can't, instead of this intense bright pink, why can't her room be baby pink?
Boo.
Man, you really just love punishing us, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like, I was going to have a pun scene. Like, there was a pun scene in, like, drama
sorry,
club.
Daddy.
But then...
Whoa, I'm sorry. Did I just hear I'm sorry, Daddy?
Yes. Did you
What?
forget about the part of of her dad writing a song for her?
She
in the
means
songbook?
her father, not
Oh,
that
sorry.
kind of daddy.
Look,
Did you just
man,
forget the
I'm-
plot point of like having the dad write a song for her and she lost the songbook, which is why she would feel the need to apologize to the sky, talking to someone she is deceased or thinks is deceased, maybe.
Look, man, I'm just not. I forget that because her line delivery is still not convincing me she's sad.
Okay. But that's other clues.
It's okay, honey.
Where did you come from?
She just silently enters like the Terminator.
Mom, I lost my songbook.
Oh man, well your father was a terrible person, so no harm, no foul.
You didn't lose anything of worth. I mean, you know.
I mean, your father did have children with 70 other women. It was crazy.
Wow.
Your family just grew quite a bit. You ever wonder why we don't have Thanksgiving? We don't have enough money for the plates.
Well, I mean, if everyone else chips in, I feel like that would actually, count.
They're all broke. They're all
Yes, they're very
broke.
fancy. Yeah, but there's 70 of them. That's gonna they're gonna take afford a place.
It's a dynasty.
I know. Angel told me you wouldn't stop crying.
I figured she would have.
Okay, so she was. Okay, sure.
I made dinner. Do you want any?
On my dinner, do you
Do
want
you
any?
want
No,
any food?
I want my dinner, not your dinner, but okay.
I think I might head to bed early.
I mean, it's a
Okay,
weird
I'll be up
sentence,
for a
but like that's not quite the weird part about it.
A little bit longer if you want to talk or anything.
I do like the background music here.
Yeah. It still feels a little bit spooky, but it is like appropriately solemn.
Huh? What? Who could that be at the door at this?
Oh, speaking
Dad,
of
it's
spooky
you?
music.
Dad, you're
Oh
home!
no. Oh.
You have freed yourself from my Wait, hold on. Wait.
Wait. Oh no.
You have freed yourself from my songbook. I have returned now. I have been released from the prison in which I was kept and held.
Oh.
Are you okay, bro?
I'm better than ever. In fact, I haven't felt this alive in a year.
But you sound like you're dead. Oh, you didn't like that. You didn't like that. I said he was dead.
I was debating whether to make a Honk Legion joke or not, that's why.
Who's that?
Together we are one. Together we are strong. Together we are the Honk Legion.
Question, where is all our best friends Chuckles, by the way? This is a very
No,
important
no,
question.
no, no,
Where's
no,
our best
no,
friend
no,
Chuckles?
no. We don't need to.
Unfortunately, my songbook hasn't been recovered yet. It was all a bunch of covers of early 2000s jams.
They were kids' rock style parodies. No swearing allowed in the Honk Legion.
We sponsored Kids Bop for a little while.
No wonder you're so bad.
You can see why my songbook went missing now.
For the night.
Yeah, I burned it. So you won't see it ever again after you trying to do the Phantom of the Opera
Wait.
song.
How did he know where to take the...
I guess because it had a name, yeah.
He was just holding on to her stolen.
Angel of music.
No, Chuckles!
The phantom of the Hogly journeyeth here to haunt your mind.
He sang to me, and I had cried. I never been the same. I see the world die. So dark and
like musicals.
beside me. You're way off the line.
The phantom of the Hogly journeyeth here to say you're mine. Also to give you a book bag. Man, he just sped out of there. He was just like, okay, do the book. Ding dong. he was the true Sonic.
Giggle fist.
Sonic, he can really move. Sonic, he's the fastest thing
Oh,
alive.
this song.
Also,
Yeah.
I quickly like to point out that Chibi, we're all in different places on our artistic journey, but that guitar is broken.
Oh yeah, that's
It's a very
true.
crooked guitars. I think like the long part's slightly tilted up. It's
Oh,
got a
no.
curve.
It doesn't. It's not supposed to curve. You see, if
Either that or it was like it was carved that way, and it just looks very. So as a result,
the head looks fine, but when you get down to like the body and stuff, there's just a lot of problems.
So many things I can say. It is so hard to play. I have my guitar. Unfortunately, it's carved this way.
Well, I think Chuckles got stabbed from the afterlife. Somehow.
Pros and cons from episode 5. Pro, there is one song that does not feature grievous auto-tune.
Yeah!
The cinematography is getting better, but it's sometimes not good.
It has like occasional bursts. There's like a couple of shots here and there that you think, okay, they're actually being a bit more daring in this case, but they really need to, like,
and then
iron
they
out the
zoom out
basics
to a
of-
point where you can barely see the characters.
Yeah, they need to iron out the basics of, you know, not exposing the scenery and also having the characters be in the shot. I know the kids are meant to be hidden, but they're not meant to be that hidden, right? Spot the children is, you know, not to play that game on hard mode all the time.
You just see a speck. And it's like, yeah, see, there they are. It's like, that's a little pixel.
Where's the main character? Oh, they're right there, the smallest pixel.
Yeah, where's the person holding a help sign? Oh, they're way far down the hallway while we focus on two characters that have nothing to do with the scene. Which is, well, honestly, just extra efforts they have to go into to make that shot work. You know, very simple still would have been more than enough.
My other problem would be they gave us a funny comedic scene without meaning to.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if that's a pro or a con. I guess I'm happy that it exists.
Okay, technically it's a con. On a technical level, it's a con. I mean, from an enjoyment level, it's there. But if we're looking at it objectively, it's definitely a con.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Everyone else have pros and cons?
This episode and its plot was kind of strange.
Yeah, because like, what actually really happened in this one?
Yeah, we could have skipped this one.
Yeah. So the main thing that happened, of course, was that Katie deciding she hasn't had enough revenge yet through public humiliation, decides to gather more intel about Baby by using impressionable children, which is entertaining in itself. That part, okay, is fine. But then most of the episodes devoted to that, they gather most stuff that we already know, and that Katie herself also knows or should have known. oh, so Anthony likes sings. Is that why he's the lead singer of a band? And then in the case of Baby, I know there's some episodes in Minecraft roleplays or any series altogether that can be very light on the main character sometimes, but usually not after they've just rescued someone from a burning building and have far more pressing matters to concern themselves with than, oh, I was humiliated at school before the holidays even happened, and now I'm back again saying, oh, these past couple days have been horrendous, even though nothing has actually happened to me during that time. I just did not decide to not process or talk to anyone about anything.
Does she not have any friends or any like real support system?
She does.
Yes, like
She was offered support in this episode, and she has 2 close friends as well to talk to. In fact, one of them even helped her out in that situation. So I definitely know what's going on.
Yeah, it's definitely fun to help your friend chase around a boy.
Oh no, I'm not talking about Katie. I'm talking about
Main
Baby
character.
from, like, earlier episodes. Yeah, Katie in this case. Yeah, I mean, she did just recruit other people to do it for her. So I guess Jennifer and Margaret got a break this episode. Might have seen that they were in for no reason, that they weren't even. There was just more effort to set than it was worth.
I don't know. It's one of the things where this episode feels like it's a filler episode, or it has like a point it wants to get across. But all this episode really has, substance-wise, is that single point,
Yeah.
like single plot point, that single like character detail. Like that's the only reason this episode technically exists.
Since you bring up the the idea of like filler, if anything, what feels more like filler now is the Christmas special, which I mean kind of makes sense. Both of the specials have jumped the shark, but they have been acknowledged, which means that they are definitely canon. So it's not like there's any doubts like, oh, okay, these things have actually occurred, but they're not being processed in any way. They're just being brushed aside, and that seems to be an issue. We might run into that again with the next time we do this, which is going to be in a couple of days, because that's a Valentine's Day episode on actual Valentine's Day, which is, oh my, it's going to be...
Oh me, oh my, I think I'm gonna die.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I ain't got no alibi. Anyway, let's... Yes, I know Foxy only just arrived, but it is time for us to leave. So, yeah, this episode had bizarrely some of the best moments, like one of the best comedic moments, and also best song we've had so far, but is arguably pointless. But I'm glad that it exists because, again, of those moments that it actually does get right. So if I ever decide to check out an episode again and replay it, it'll most likely be this one.
I will say,
I'll do that anyway because I want to get my context.
Though, I will say having episodes that have very little plot progression and very little character progression, that and stuff of that like, can be dangerous depending on the amount of episodes we're dealing with. Like if it's a series with like 20 episodes, you know what? Having some episodes that barely develop the plot or barely have much progression, that's fine. But then when it's like, oh yeah, there's 8 episodes this season, it's like, yeah, then there's the problem.
All right, I can actually answer that. There are 11 numbered episodes, and obviously there's some specials in between, which for a total of 15, which means there's one other special somewhere that's I've not acknowledged yet.
I mean, I wouldn't really say 11 episodes is enough to have too much filler, because even Fallen Angels has more episodes than that, and I don't really have that much filler. I feel like a filler-ish.
This has been very light on plot so far. Most of the only plot that we really get is, you know, that the enemy ship between the hate triangle between Baby, Katie, and Anthony.
Whenever I say Katie, I think of like Mean Girls and like Caddy.
Whenever I say Anthony, I think of Smosh. So you know that's I understand that. Whenever I think of Baby, I think of regretful life choices.
What? What?
Yeah, like naming your like naming your child Baby, not like babies are regretful life choices. That's not what I meant to say.
Yeah, naming your child Baby, like it's yes, what a beautiful baby. What are you going to name her, miss?
Baby.
I'm gonna name her Baby.
Is she my baby?
Honestly, that might be how the sister was born as well. The sister name is Angel, so if someone said, "Oh, what a beautiful angel," that might be like just how they decide.
What a lovely angel.
This is why the father wasn't around anymore. He kept on throwing terrible name choices at the mother, and she divorced him.
No, the mom,
Suicide.
no, the mom kept giving terrible names, and eventually the dad was like, "Hey, if you name the child after the first word you hear, we're getting a divorce." And he's like, "Your name is Baby. Your name is Angel." I was like, "Okay, we're divorcing."
I'm pregnant with our next child. Gift.
She's a gift. I know, gift.
We need to end the stream
Oh
now.
man, you know this baby is the only hope to save our marriage. I know, her name is Hope.
We need to end it now before Aiden gets
All right,
more
fine.
crazy names.
Okay,
Before
yes.
he goes.
Please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters.
Get
And
out.
subscribe if you've not done so already. Get notifications. And on that note,